Thanks for joining us today. I hope you're doing well. Come on with us to John chapter 17. Here in Haynesville in the adult Bible class, we've been talking about these passages, and I wanted to share some thoughts with you. In John 17 at verse 23, the Lord is praying to the Father. He's praying for all those who will believe in Him through their word. Verse 20. Verse 23, He says, I in them and you in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that you have sent me and have loved them as you have loved me. He says at verse 24, Father, I desire that they also whom you gave me may be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory, which you have given me, for you loved me before the foundation of the world. He's talking about unity in that passage, the unity of all believers. The fellowship of all believers. But it's not just a spiritual fellowship, it's also a physical fellowship. He says, I want them with me. He's ascending to the Father, and He's going to sit down at the right hand of God. And what He's saying is, I want them in heaven with me. Think about it. In the kingdom, and it's a wonderful thing of how the Lord built His church. There's no longer Jew or Gentile. There's no longer male or female. There's no longer rich or poor, master, slave, all of those things. What Jesus did was He tore down the walls of separation. That's what the Lord did. He tore down the walls of separation. And the thing is, we are so good about trying to build those walls back up. Just think about it. Look out into the religious world, and what do you see? A lot of folks still believe that the Jews are the chosen people of God, and then the Gentiles are kind of not so much, and they build those walls of separation. A lot of folks believe that there's 144,000 people who are going to be in heaven, and nobody else is, and they build that wall of separation. A lot of other folks, they believe in that there's going to be some folks who are raptured, and there's going to be a lot of folks who are left behind to fend for themselves, if you will, and they build that wall of separation. Needless to say, in the Catholic Church, for example, you have the clergy-laity relationship. And you have that division going on amongst the congregation. On a practical level, there's still a lot of folks who still believe in practice there's a white church and there's a black church. And they build that wall of separation. We want to put that wall right down the middle of the Lord's church. The Lord tore that wall down. There is a wall, but it's outside. It's outside. We separate ourselves from the world. Once we're in the kingdom, once we've been translated into the kingdom of His love, there are no walls of separation. And we are one with Him, and He wants us with Him in heaven, and we will be with all the believers. The walls will be gone, except for the wall outside, of course. Hope you enjoyed this study. God bless you. Be a blessing to others. We hope to see you tomorrow morning.